Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shark Season 8 Senior Edition. We are at the last 16th stage. We're moving forward. We're going to see who's going to go through to the quarterfinals. Today we have the Battle of the Saints. We have St. Peter and we have St. Louis. Who is going to make it through to the next round? 4 rounds stand between them. And moving forward. My name is Evelyn J. Paul and I'm going to be your host for this episode. Welcome to the contest. May I have the team from St. Peter's introduce themselves, please?
Anna Kelvin Kwabena, General Science, final year.
Welcome, Kelvin.
Vladimir Abasimi, General Science, final year.
Abuni Manuel, General Science, final year.
Pediaco Alfred, General Science, final year.
A round of applause for the St. Peter's team. And now, St. Louis, please introduce yourselves.
Sarah Namiak Datoki, General Science, final year.
Yasmin Tibontaba Ijusu Sumani, General Arts, final year.
Nana Efia Santua Cerebro, General Science, final year.
Abdulmomin Hubaida Anya, General Science, final year.
All right, so the team from St. Louis, please. All right, so we have the right corner round, the R-cube round, the STEM round, and the one-on-one rounds to get through to see who makes it through to the final 8. All right, so St. Peter's, you start with the first 8 questions. You have 2 minutes. All correct answers get you 10 points. If you have an incorrect answer, there's no deduction, so it's worth guessing. Your time will start when I finish reading your first question. Are we ready? Okay. What term is given to the situation in which a government imposes restrictions on trade with another country?
Trade embargo.
You are correct. What happens when a country imports more goods and services than it exports?
There's a trade deficit.
You are correct. In which economic system does the government make most of the decisions regarding the production and distribution of goods and services?
Command economy.
You are correct. What term is given to the fluctuations in economic activity over time, including periods of expansion and contraction?
The business cycle.
You are correct. Who is the first deputy speaker of Ghana's parliament?
Bernard Ahiafo.
You are correct. How many constituencies does this region in Ghana have? They are half a region.
6.
Correct. In which African country do the following serve as current leaders, or who is the current leader of which country? Paul Biya is the name.
Cameroon.
You are correct. And in which year was this social media app developed? YouTube.
2005.
You are correct. Well done, St. Peter's. St. Louis, are we ready? Your time starts when I read your first question, okay? What name is given to the difference between the maximum price that a consumer is willing to pay for a good and the actual price of the good?
Pass.
What term is given to the responsiveness of the quantity supplied of a good or service to changes in its price?
Price elasticity.
You're correct. What do we call the point at which the marginal utility of a good or service is equal to its price?
Equilibrium.
Yes, consumer equivalent I'll take. What name is given to the study of the additional benefits and costs of a particular economic decision?
Pass.
Who is the second deputy speaker of Ghana's parliament?
Andrew Esiama.
You're correct. How many constituencies does the Western North region of Ghana have?
Pass.
In which African country does the following serve as the current leader? Ibrahim Traore.
Burkina Faso.
You are correct. In which year was this social media app developed? Google.
Pass.
You're passing. We're going back to your passes. What name is given to the difference between the maximum price that a consumer is willing to pay for a good and the actual price of that good?
Marginal utility.
No, it was a consumer surplus I was looking for there. And what name is given to the study of the additional benefits and costs of a particular economic decision?
Marginalism.
I was looking for marginal analysis. I'm not going to give you that one, okay? Question 6. How many constituencies are in the Western North region of Ghana?
14.
Incorrect, 9.
9.
And what year was Google? It was 1996 for Google. All right, that brings us to the end of the round for St. Louis. Right, we're at the end of the right corner round. Let's see what the scoreboard is telling us. All right, so at the end of the right corner round, St. Louis Senior High School, 40 points, and St. Peter's Senior High School, maximum score, 80 points. Well done to both teams. Right, so we're going to move swiftly on to round 2, which is the R-cubed round. Before I read out the rules, we have newbies on both teams. So for St. Peter's, please introduce yourself to us, please.
Tony Francis Kafui, final year.
Welcome, Francis. Welcome, Francis, for St. Peter's. And St. Louis, we have
Juanita Bay, the final year.
Juanita. You are most welcome. A round of applause for both teams before we move on. Right, so in the R-cubed round, our questions are going to be on reading, writing, and arithmetic. You'll be posed questions alternatively. You get 10 points if you get it correct. Should you get it wrong, there's a penalty of 5 points. And I can pass it on to the other team to attempt for a bonus of 5 points. Again, should they get it wrong, they also lose 5 points. Are we all clear on that? The first of these questions is going to go to St. Louis. The preamble is as follows for both schools until I say otherwise. We're looking for synonyms. So you're going to choose the best synonym for the highlighted word in a sentence. I will give you options and you can tell me which one is the correct synonym. Are we ready? Right, St. Louis. The diplomat's equivocal statement avoided committing to either side. Equivocal is the word we're looking for the synonym for. Your options are emotional, ambiguous, decisive, or lengthy. Your time is up. Yes.
B.
B is correct, ambiguous. Right, St. Peter's. Her trenchant critique exposed flaws others had missed. The word we're looking for is trenchant. Synonyms: polite, incisive, lengthy, or unfair. Yes.
Polite.
Polite is incorrect. For the bonus, St. Louis? Yes?
B.
B is the correct answer, incisive. Incisive. Right, St. Louis, your question now, okay? The politicians obdurate refusal to compromise, surprise not one. Obdurate is the word we're looking for the synonym for. Your options: hesitant, stubborn, principled, or sudden.
Stubborn.
Stubborn is correct for the 10 points. St. Peter's for the last of these type of questions. The journalist's mordant wit made her columns both feared and admired. The word we're looking for the synonym for is mordant. Options: subtle, biting, clever, sarcastic. Yes.
Biting.
Biting is correct for the 10 points. New preamble for the following ones. You're just going to choose the odd one out. St. Louis, you get the first of these. 4 words. They are dictatorial, imperious, domineering, obsequious. Odd one out, please.
B.
B is incorrect. St. Peter's.
D.
D is the correct answer for the bonus. Your 4 words are arid, parched, humid, or dry. Odd one out.
Humid.
Humid is the correct answer. St. Louis, your 4 words are placate, soothe, agitate, appease. Odd one out.
Agitate.
You are correct. St. Peter's, your 4 words are reverence, veneration, apathy, awe. Odd one out.
Apathy.
Apathy is correct for the 10 points. We're moving on to the maths questions. 30 seconds for each question. The first of these questions is going to go to St. Louis. A store sells 2 types of nuts. Almonds cost $6 per kilogram, and cashews cost $9 per kilogram. How many kilograms of almonds should be mixed to get 20 kilograms of a mixture that costs $7.50 per kilogram? Right, I'm listening.
10 kilogram of
You are
almonds
correct.
and
St. Peter's. A bag contains 100 balls, either red or blue. The red balls weigh 20 grams each. The blue balls weigh 30 grams each. If the total weight of the balls is 2.4 kilograms, how many red balls are there?
$60.
You are correct. 60 is the correct answer. St. Louis, your question. If x leaves a remainder of 7 when divided by 23, what is the remainder when 9x is divided by 23? Yes, I'm listening.
it is
No,
17.
no, too long, too long. Okay, St. Peter's.
17.
17 is correct. Remember, you must speak immediately you buzz, okay? Otherwise, it gives you more calculation time. We don't want that. Thank you, St. Peter's. St. Peter's, your question. If x leaves a remainder of 11 when divided by 17, what is the remainder when 5x is divided by 17?
$4.
You are correct. 4 is the answer. St. Louis, your question. In a quiz bowl tournament, correct answers earn either 11 points or 4 points. No other scores are possible. If Alice's final score was 97 points, how many 4-point questions could she have answered? You're out of time. St. Peter's? No? No. Okay, we were looking for either 5 or 15 on that one. Okay? Or 16, sorry. 5 or 16 on that one. Right, St. Peter's. A school is fundraising by selling large donation packages worth $25 and small donation packages worth $7 each. If the school raised exactly $218, determine all possible numbers of small donation packages sold. Right, time's up. Did you have an option, St. Louis?
Pass.
No? We were looking for 24. 24, okay? Right, the last question for you in this round, St. Louis. How many 3-digit odd numbers greater than 300 can be formed with the 5 odd digits? Repetitions are allowed. Yes, I'm listening.
100.
100 is correct. St. Peter's, your final question of this round. How many 3-digit numbers greater than 400 can be formed using the digits 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 9 without repeating any digits? Yes, I'm listening.
80.
You are correct. 80 is correct. Right, so that brings us to the end of the R-cubed round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like. Right, so at the end of the R-cubed round, St. Louis Senior High School, 35 points. St. Peter Senior High School, 70 points. A round of applause for them.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce. We evolve into leaders who not only speak, but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us, where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Right, we're moving on to round 3 of this contest, the STEM round. Questions are posed for both schools. You can buzz in at any time. Should you get the answer correct, 10 points. Should you not get it correct, you have got 10 points deducted. And I will continue reading if I haven't finished for the other team to have a crack at it. And they get 10 points if they get it correct, or 5 points deducted should they not get it correct. You have to be brave in order to be able to collect the points. Are we ready? 10 questions in this round. Question 1. During the night, CAM, or crassulacean acid metabolism, plants store organic acids in which organelle until morning? Is it the chloroplast, the mitochondria, the vacuole, or the peroxisome? That is St. Peter's.
Peroxisome.
That is incorrect.
C.
C is the correct answer, the vacuole. Question 2. Which method is most suitable for estimating the population size of motile organisms? Is it A, capture, mark, release, recapture? B, capture, tag, release? C, capture, mark, release? Or D, mark, recapture, release? That's St. Peter's.
A.
A is incorrect.
C.
C is the correct answer, St. Louis. Question 3. What does the unique sequence of bases along a DNA or mRNA polymer provide to the cell? Is it A, energy for cellular activities? B, molecular instructions governing the assembly? That is St. Louis.
B.
B is correct. Question 4. During DNA replication, which specific chemical groups participate in the formation of the phosphodiester bond, and what type of reaction? Yes, that's St. Louis.
Okay, so the phosphate group and the pentose sugar.
No, I'm going to continue. All right? Phosphodiester bond, and what type of reaction mechanism facilitates this bond formation? Is it A, 5' hydroxyl of the sugar and the 3' phosphate via a hydrolysis reaction? B, the 3' hydroxyl of the deoxyribose and the 5' phosphate group via a condensation reaction? Yes, I'm listening.
B.
B is the correct answer. Question 5. Which of the following best explains why both diamond and silicon dioxide exhibit high thermal stability and low electrical conductivity, despite being composed of different elements? Is it A, they contain ions that restrict electrical movement and increase lattice enthalpy? B, they are extended covalent network structures? St. Peter's.
B.
B is incorrect. Yes.
A.
A is the correct answer. Question 6. In a calorimeter, how can the temperature rise for an instantaneous reaction be calculated? Is it A, by measuring the reaction time, B, by extrapolating the data, C, by using water volume, or D, by observing color change? That's St. Louis.
C.
C is incorrect.
B.
B is the correct answer, St. Peter's. Bernoulli's theorem is derived from the conservation of what? Is it A, momentum, B, energy, C, angular momentum, or D, mass? That is St. Peter's.
A.
A is incorrect. St. Louis.
D.
D is also incorrect. I was looking for energy. B, energy. Question 9. A disk, a hollow sphere, a solid sphere, all having the same radius and mass, are placed at the top of a smooth incline and released. Which one will reach the bottom first? Would it be A, the solid sphere, B, the hollow sphere, C, the disk, or D, all will St. Peter's?
The solid sphere.
You are correct. The solid sphere will reach the bottom first. The last question of this round. A person walks on ice by taking small steps to avoid slipping. This is because smaller steps, A, increase the normal force, B, decrease the normal force, C, increase friction on ice, or D, reduce the backward push on the ice, staying within the limited friction available. That is St. Louis.
D.
D is the correct answer. Right, so that brings us to the end of the STEM round, the hard-fought round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, St. Peter's Senior High School, 10 points. St. Louis Senior High School, 35 points. Right, so we're now going to move on swiftly to the one-on-one round. In this round, we are pitting our specialists against our specialists in English, maths, science, and general knowledge. And every correct answer received in this round will give 75 Ghana cedi into the G-Money wallet of the competing school. May I have my English specialist stay, and the rest of you leave for the moment, please. Thank you. Right, English specialists, you're welcome. I have Nanefia for St. Louis and Alfred for St. Peter's. Are we ready? Right, I will define a word. Then I will spell it with some gaps. You've got to tell me which letters go in the gaps in the correct order. Are we ready? All right. Your word is defined as a person who collects or has a great love of books. Provide the missing letters in the correct order. Spelling is dash, I, dash, L, dash, O. Right.
D-D-I.
You are correct. Shout into the mic for me, though. Right?
BBI.
You are correct. And the word was? A bibliophile. You are correct. Okay? Bibliophile. Second definition. The smooth part of the forehead above and between the eyebrows. The spelling is G dash A B E dash L A. Alfred.
L L L.
You are correct. The word we're looking for there was glabella. Glabella. Right, welcome mathematicians. Right, so for St. Louis we have Hubeida, and for St. Peter's we have Francis. 2 maths questions. Your first question. Are we ready? How many 3-digit numbers greater than 400 can be formed using the digits 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 9 without repeating digits? That was Francis. Your answer?
8.
You are correct. 80. Just in time. Right, second question. If x squared plus y squared is equal to 25 and xy is equal to 12, yes, Ubeida?
91.
Incorrect. What is the positive value of x plus y? You have the rest of the time, Francis.
7.
You are correct. May I have my scientists up here, please? Welcome, scientists. I have Juanita for St. Louis, and I have Emmanuel for St. Peter's. 2 questions. Are we ready? First question. A 1 kilogram mass attached to a spring, in brackets, K is equal to 100 newtons per meter, oscillates at on a frictionless surface. Find the maximum speed if the amplitude is, wow, Juanita, yes. I'm listening. Quickly, quickly.
10.
Nope, I'm going to move on. If amplitude is equal to 0.2 meters per second. It's just 0.2 meters. Ignore that per second part. Yes, I'm listening, Emmanuel.
20 meters per second.
No, I was looking for 2 meters per second. 2 meters per second. Right. I'm going to describe something. I want you to give me the name. I am a quiet messenger, released when acid enters a place not built to withstand it. My name gives me away. Triggered by the arrival of a soapy mixture from above, I travel through the bloodstream to call for help. My influence tells the pancreas to send bicarbonate, soothing the burn and protecting delicate tissues below. I act behind the scenes, but without me, digestion will be far harsher. Who am I? That is Emmanuel.
Cholecystokinin.
No. Juanita?
Enzymes.
It is an enzyme, but I wanted a precise name. Secretin is what I was looking for. So that brings us to the end of the science questions. My social scientists, you are most welcome. So for St. Louis, I have Yasmin, and for St. Peter's, I have Kelvin. You're welcome. 2 questions stand between you and the points. Can you see your screens? Right? A personality is going to appear on the screen. I wish you to give me the name of that personality. That is Kelvin.
Christian Tetayo.
You are correct. All right? Our IGP, Christian Tete Yuhonu, right? Again, can you look on your screens? A monument is going to appear. You need to give me the city or country that you can be found in. That was Kelvin?
England.
England, I'll give to you. What was the image?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge in England. Well done. All right, can all the other contestants join me on stage? That brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. All right, at the end of the one-on-one round, St. Louis did not score any points. St. Peter's, 60 points. That's a very healthy one-on-one round for St. Peter's. Let's see if that's going to make the difference to who goes through to the next round. So at the end of the contest, St. Louis, who had an exceptional STEM round, go home with 110 points. St. Peter's go home and through to the final 8 with a whopping 220 points. So, commiserations, St. Louis, you did an exceptional job. The one-on-one round wasn't for you this time round. St. Peter's, if you started this way, you may end up in the final. But well done. Great start. Okay? All right. So we now know that St. Peter's are through to the final 8. We're going to a break. We'll see you afterwards.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce, we evolve into leaders who not only speak but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Doing never stops until the job is done. Turn your home and business into an internet highway and experience the revolution of working and playing without limits. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh to sign up for MTN Fiber for Home and Business today.
Right, welcome back from the break. We now have 2 schools looking to make it through to the last 8. Labone Senior High School and Opoku Ware Senior High School. 4 rounds and a few questions stand between them in the next round. First, let's meet the team from Labone. Please introduce yourselves.
Erica Tovison, General Science, final year.
Emmanuel Du, General Arts, final year.
Nana Chumesia Jimai Mensa, General Arts, final year.
Banjiro, General Science, final year.
That's the team from Labone Senior High School. Now the team from Opoku Ware Senior High School.
Opoku David, General Science, final year.
Manasi Ofosu, General Arts, final year.
Opoku Ware, General Science, final year.
Penel Frimpong, General Science, final year.
That's the team from Opoku Ware. Okay, so we are going to start with the right corner round. Opoku Ware take the first set of questions. 8 questions, 2 minutes. If you're unsure, just say pass. And if you have time, I will give you another opportunity to attempt that question. Are we ready? So your battle is between yourselves and the clock. Your time starts when I finish reading the first question. Are we ready? Okay. What name is given to the process where the government imposes a limit on the maximum price that can be charged for a good or service?
Pass.
In which year was the World Trade Organization formed? Was it 1995, 1978, 2011, or 2003?
B.
B is incorrect. Question 3. Who served as the president of the World Bank in 1947 to 1949?
Pass.
Question 4. Which of these indicates the scale of preference? A. Income of consumers is in order of importance. B. Utilities enjoyed by consumers. C. Opportunity cost of goods consumed. And D. Wants of consumers in order of importance.
D.
D is correct. Who is the deputy minority leader in Ghana's parliament?
Patricia PG.
You're correct. How many constituencies does the Volta region have in Ghana?
18.
You are correct. In which African country does the following serve as a leader? Azali Assoumani.
Comoros.
Comoros is correct. Which treaty established the modern borders of Europe? Was it the Treaty of Vienna, Treaty of Versailles, Treaty of Paris, or Treaty of Fomena?
Treaty of Versailles.
It's incorrect. I was looking for Treaty of Vienna. Your passes. What name is given to the process where the government imposes a limit on the maximum price that can be charged for a good or service?
Maximum price legislation.
You are correct. Your other pass. Who served as the president of the World Bank in 1947 to 1949? Our time is up. I was looking for Joan McElroy. That is the end of the round for Opoku Ware. A round of applause for them, please. Right, Labone Senior High, are we ready? Okay. 8 questions, 2 minutes. Your time starts when I read the first question. What is the other name for maximum price legislation?
Price ceiling.
You are correct. In which year was the General Agreement on Trade and Tariffs, or GATT, established? 1995, 1948, 2014, or 1912?
Pass.
Passing. Who served as president of the World Bank in 1949 to 1963?
Pass.
You're passing. In which of these situations will there be unemployment of resources? A, when production is within the production possibility curve. B, when production is outside the production possibility curve.
A.
C, A is correct. Who is the deputy majority leader of Ghana's parliament?
Pass.
Question 6, how many constituencies are in the western region of Ghana?
Pass.
Question 7, in which African country do the following serve as a leader? Does the person serve as a leader? Mahamat Debi.
Pass.
You're passing. Which treaty ended the American Revolutionary War? Was it A, the Treaty of Versailles, B, the Treaty of Paris, C, the Treaty of Washington, or D, the Treaty of Utrecht?
Treaty of Paris.
You are correct. Your passes. In which year was the General Agreement of Trade and Tariff established? 95, 48, 2014, or 1912?
1948. 48.
You're correct. Who served as the president of World Bank from 1949 to 1963?
Pass that one.
Okay, Eugene Black Sr. we were looking for there. Who is the deputy majority leader of the Ghana's parliament?
Ricketts Hagan.
You are correct. Ricketts Hagan is correct. We're out of time. We're out of time. Right, so that brings us to the end of the right corner round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like for both teams. At the end of round 1, the right corner round, Opoku Ware School, 50 points, and Labone Senior High School, 50 points. We're going to move on to round 2. Right, so we are moving on to the R-cubed round, but before that, we have newbies on both teams. So for Labone Senior High, please introduce yourself.
Adeyobo Jonathan, General Science Final Year.
Welcome, Jonathan. And for Opoku Ware School, please introduce yourself.
Stephen Kofia Pimaba, General Science Final Year.
Welcome, Stephen. Stephen, you need to speak a bit louder for me, okay? Right, rules of the R-cubed round. Areas that we are going to be questioning on is reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is going to be posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a penalty of 5 points. If the school answers wrongly or decides not to attempt, I will pass it on to the other school for a bonus of 5 points for a correct answer, but again, a deduction of 5 points should they get it wrong. Are we all ready? The first of these questions is going to go to Labone Senior High School. English question. Preamble is the same for both schools until I say otherwise, all right? We are looking for the synonyms. You're going to choose the best synonym for the highlighted word in the sentence that I will read out to you. Your sentence is, his querulous tone made negotiations difficult. Is it A, confident, B, complaining, C, quiet, or D, aggressive?
B.
B is the correct answer. Opoku Ware. The novel's prolific style tested readers' patience. Is it A, poetic, B, wordy, C, complex, or D, archaic? Prolix. Yeah?
Wordy.
Wordy is the correct answer. Labone Senior High. The diplomats' querulous or garrulous nature often led to lengthy negotiations. Is it A, friendly, B, talkative, C, nervous, or D, evasive?
B.
B is the correct answer, talkative. Opoku Ware. The documentary gave a graphic description of the accident. Graphic is the word we're looking for the synonym for. A, brief. B, vivid. C, exaggerated. D, unclear.
Vivid.
Vivid is the correct answer. Right, we move on to a new preamble. Here, you're just going to tell me the odd one out of the list of words I give you. All right, Labone Senior High. Disinterested, apathetic, unconcerned, indifferent.
B.
B is incorrect. For the bonus, Opoku Ware? No. All right. Disinterested was the word we're looking for. Opoku Ware, your list of words. Austere, Spartan, opulent, ascetic. Odd one out. Yes.
Opulent.
Opulent is correct for the points. Labone Senior High, your words. Obdurate, intransigent, tractable, recalcitrant. Odd one out.
C.
C is the correct answer. Opoku Ware, for the last of these type of questions, your 4 words are duplicitous, veracious, guileful, mendacious. Odd one out. Yes.
Veracious.
Veracious is the correct answer. Right, we move on to some maths questions now. The first of which is going to go to Labone Senior High. Right, are we ready? You have 30 seconds on the maths questions. A hotel charges a fixed amount of $200 for the first 5 nights. Each additional night costs $35. If a guest paid a total of $585, how many nights did they stay? Yes.
16 nights.
60 nights is correct. Opoku Ware School, your question. A savings account starts with 500 Ghana cedi, and every month 40 is deposited. 40 Ghana cedi is deposited. Another account starts with 890 Ghana cedi and receives a monthly deposit of 25 Ghana cedi. After how many months will both accounts have the same balance? 30 seconds. Yes.
26 months.
You are correct. 26 nights. The preamble for the next couple of questions stays the same, so please listen to the preamble. A plane flies 1,200 kilometers with a tailwind in 3 hours. On the return trip against the wind, it takes 4 hours. So for Labone, find the speed of the plane in still air.
50 kilometers per hour.
That's not what I'm looking for. So, Opoku Ware.
350 kilometers per hour.
You are correct for the bonus. Right, Opoku Ware. Find the speed of the wind. Yep.
50 kilometers per
You
hour.
are correct. You are correct. 50 kilometers per hour. All right. Labone, your question. All right. If the quadratic function f in brackets x is equal to x squared plus kx plus 16 has equal roots, what is the value of k?
Plus or minus 8.
You are correct. Opoku Ware. Line y equals k is tangent to the curve f in brackets x equals x squared minus 6x plus 5. What is k? I'm listening.
-4.
You are correct. For the next 2 questions, the final 2 questions of this round, the preamble is the same. Matt, Anthony, and Justin are working together to fill bags of flour. Matt works twice as fast as Anthony, while Justin works 1.5 times as fast as Anthony. So, Labone, if Matt and Anthony together can fill 90 bags in 3 hours, how many bags can Anthony fill alone in 5 hours? Time is up. Opoku Ware, do you have an alternative for me?
Pass.
No, it was 50 bags we were looking for. Final question of this round, Opoku Ware. When all three work together, they fill 225 bags in 5 hours. How long will it take Justin alone to fill 60 bags? I'm listening.
4 hours.
You are correct, 4 hours. 4 hours. Right, that brings us to the end of the R-cubed round. Let's see what that does to the scoreboards. Opoku Ware School, 85 points. A round of applause for both teams, please. Right, we're moving on to round 3, the STEM round. Questions are posed to both teams. You can buzz in at any time if you think you know the answer. You'll get 10 points if you're correct. If you're not correct, we deduct 5 points, and then I'll either continue reading or I'll hand it over immediately for the other team to also get a 10-point bonus should they get it correct, or 5 points deducted should they get it incorrect. Okay? Right. First question. What is the result of a frameshift mutation in a polypeptide? Is it A, the loss of function, B, the gain of function, C, no change in function, or D, change in amino acid sequence? Yes, that's Opoku Ware.
D.
D is incorrect. Still got a few seconds, Labone. Yes, I'm listening.
C.
C is also incorrect. I was looking for loss of function. Question 3. What is or are the product or products formed when fructose or bisphosphate is split during glycolysis? Is it A, 2 molecules of glyceride 3-phosphate are formed directly and continue to the glycolysis? B, 1 molecule of dihydroxyacetone phosphate and 1 molecule of glyceride 3-phosphate. That is the Opoku Ware team.
B.
You are correct. You are correct. Which statement best explains the aqueous behavior of sodium ethanoate compared to sodium chloride? A, both form neutral. B, one forms alkaline. C, both form acidic. Or D, one forms a buffer. That is Opoku Ware.
D.
D is incorrect.
B.
B is the correct answer. Question 6. Which type of compound reacts with diamines to form linoleum through condensation? Is it A, monocarboxylic acids, B, dicarboxylic acids, C, alcohols, or D, amino acids? That is the Labone team.
B.
B is the correct answer, dicarboxylic acids. Question 7. Which factor most directly accounts for the higher melting points of transition metals compared to metals in group 1, 2, 13, and 14? Is it A, reduce shielding effect, B, enhance delocalization of electrons, C, higher ionization enthalpy? Yes, this is Labone.
D.
D. Well guessed. Correct. Right. Question 8. A person is riding a bicycle down a steep hill and sees an obstacle ahead. To stop quickly and safely, the rider should A, press the brakes just enough to slow down without skidding, B, press and release the brakes repeatedly to reduce speed, C, stop pedaling and wait for the bike to slow down on its own, or D, slam the brakes so hard. That is Labone.
B.
B is incorrect. I'll read the last one. Slam the brakes so hard that the wheels lock and the bike skids down uncontrollably. All right, I was looking for A, press the brakes just enough to slow down without skidding. Okay? Question 9. When a bull pulls a cart, the force that helps the bull move forward is the force exerted by A, the bull on the ground, B, the ground on the cart, C, the cart on the bull, or D, the ground on the bull. That is Labone.
B.
B is incorrect. Yes, Opoku Ware School?
A.
A is also incorrect. I was looking for D. Last question of this round. When a forward bias is applied to a PN junction, it what? Is it A, raises the potential barrier, B, lowers the potential barrier, C, reduces the majority carrier current to 0, or D, none of the above? That is Labone Senior
Lowers
High.
the potential barrier.
You are correct. Right, so that brings us to the end of the STEM round. In a polypeptide, Opoku Ware were given the answer as wrong, but it's actually correct. So you get your points for that one. Labone, who then buzzed in and gave an incorrect answer, had a deduction, but you're going to be reinstated. You don't get the deduction. So that's the end of that one, okay? Let's see what that does to the scoreboard. Okay, so at the end of the STEM round, Opoku Ware, 5 points, Labone Senior High, 25 points. Right, so we're at the end of the third round, the STEM round. We're now going to move on to the final round, the one-on-one round. We're going to pit our specialists against our specialists. 2 questions, 10 possible points for each correct answer, and 75 Ghana Cedi to the G Money wallet for every correct answer that a school gives. May I have my English specialist stay on stage, and the others excuse me for the moment. Thank you. Right, so we have for Opoku Ware Manasseh. Have I got that correct? Or Manasseh? Manasseh. And Erica for Labone Senior High School. So I will define a word. I will then spell it with some gaps. You've got to tell me which letters go in the gaps in the correct order. Are we ready? Your word is defined as a pleasant smell that frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather. Your word is spelled P-E-T-R-C-O-R. That was Manasseh.
I and H.
I and H, you are correct. And the word we were looking for was petrichor. Petrichor. Second question, I'm going to again define the word, spell it with missing letters. You give me the correct letters in the correct order. Defined as the small sheath on the end of a shoelace. Spelled A-L-T. Please give me the missing letters in the correct order. Yes, Erica for Labone.
C and A. C and A.
C and A, no, not correct. Okay, we were looking for G and E for the word aglet. Aglet. Thank you, English specialists. May I have my math specialist on here, please? Right, so my mathematicians, I have David for Opoku Ware School And Gerald for Labone Senior High School. You're welcome. 2 questions. A tank can be filled by pipe A in 6 hours and by pipe B in 4 hours. Pipe B is opened 1 hour after pipe A. How long will it take to fill the tank? 30 seconds. That is Gerald.
3 hours, 2 minutes.
No, I shall continue with David.
2 hours.
Nope. You were closer. It was just 3 hours. No extra minutes, okay? Right, your second question. Find the smallest angle between the hour and the minute hands at 5:25 p.m. That is David.
12.5 degrees.
You are correct, David. Right, my scientists on stage, please. So for Opoku Ware, I have Pernell. Have I got the name right? Pernell. And for Labone Senior High, I have Jonathan. 2 questions on science. Are we ready? Whether it's touch, sight, or sound, I make sure the signals are passed along to the right areas of the brain for processing. That's Pernell.
Neuron. Neuron.
No, incorrect. I'll continue reading. I don't interpret the signals, but I make sure that they reach the right place. I am the brain's relay station, directing sensory signals to their proper destinations. Who am I? Yeah.
The spinal cord.
No. I was looking for the thalamus. The thalamus, okay? Second question. There's some calculations here, so you'll be 30 seconds, okay? 2 charges plus 6 microcoulombs and minus 3 microcoulombs are placed 0.3 meters apart. Find the magnitude of the electrostatic force. You're taking K to be 9 times 10 to the power 9. That is Pernell.
1.8 by 10 raised to an exponent of 0 Newton.
So basically 1.8 newtons. That's all you should have said. You're correct. All right. May I have my social scientists on stage, please? Welcome, gentlemen. We have Andrew for Opoku Ware and Nanachu Messi for Labone. Can you both see the monitors? You can. Right. A personality is going to appear on there. I wish you to tell me who they are. That was Andrew first. You have to speak straight away. Okay, Nanachu
Matilda
Messi.
Asiedu Asante.
You are correct. Matilda Asiedu Asante. She's the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana. Right. This dish is the staple for the people of Ethiopia. You just need to give me the name. Okay, our time is up. I was looking for Injera. Injera or Injera, okay? Right, can the others join us? Right, we're at the end of the one-on-one round. Let's see what the score for the one-on-one round is, and therefore the total score for the contest and who makes it through to the final 8. Right, so at the end of the one-on-one round, Labone Senior High School, 10 points, Opoku Ware School, 30 points. And that brings us to the end of the contest. Now, who makes it through to the final 8? Let's see what the final scores are. Okay, so at the end of this contest, Labone Senior High, a healthy 125 points, but going through to the final 8, Opoku Ware School with a score of 170 points. So well done to both teams. Labone, in any other contest, that would have made you through to the next round, but Opoku Ware were on form today with a score of 170. They make it through to the final 8. We'll see you next time. I've been Evelyn Ejipom. Thank you very much.